tried out for my club team. I didn't really know anything about her. I'm not even going to be able to get through this. Bottom line is, no matter how many times I practice, I couldn't even practice it. We have a girl that, at the age of 12, met somebody with the same name, Zoe. And she did the right thing. You know, she took it upon herself to become this person's friend. This 2-year-old girl who had cancer, and she did this on her own. There wasn't, you know, the parent encouragement, there wasn't things like that to do it or not do it. This girl just picked up and did the right thing. She went on to create what's called now the Zoe to Zoe Helping Hands, I believe, Foundation or something to that effect. I apologize. Bottom line is she's gone on to help people in Moore, Oklahoma. She's helped raise over $45,000 completely on her own. Okay, when I say completely on her own, I mean literally completely on her own. She's absolutely amazing. And she's raised money for people that have needed money to because they couldn't get from one place to another. I know that she's helped people in many other areas, and I just want to let you guys know that starting this evening and every year moving forward, we're going to have a scholarship award called the Zoe Ballin Scholarship Award. What I'd like to do now is bring Zoe Ballin up here and introduce her to you. Well, she gets that along with a check for $1,000 that somebody apparently stole. I'm joking. It was sitting here a minute ago. We're donating $1,000 towards the scholarship fund for Zoe Ballin. And every year moving forward, exactly what we're going to do to an excellent person who absolutely just simply does the right thing. Every year moving forward for the Zoe Ballin Scholarship Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Ballin. Oh, you might. Yeah,
Is it? Oh, okay. Sure. Hi, my name is Zoe Ballin, a pitcher on the 16U Cup Pledge team from the San Fernando and Santa Clarita area. Thank you, Coach Price and Cassandra, for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you here at the USA Preps Nationals Tournament. I am so honored to be here. Not just to be able to speak about my project, but to be able to play with so many great players and teams. I also want to thank my coaches, especially Coach John Berry, who has given the little 8th grader the opportunity to play with such great players and now friends. A couple of years ago, I was playing in a tournament in Orange County for my 12U All-Star team. We were in the elimination bracket, and I felt like we were going to win and go on to the semifinal game. However, we lost in the last inning and had to pack it up. On our way back, I found out that some friends of mine on a different all-star team were playing a game that afternoon at a tournament near my house. I wanted to go watch and cheer them on. It was at that game that I saw a flyer that changed my life forever. This local tournament had flyers hanging all over the place, and about this little 2.5-year-old girl, also named Zoe, who was just diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. I read the flyer over and over again. The tournament was raising funds for her and her family by donating the proceeds of the Snack Shack sales. I was so touched by all this that I told my parents that I wanted to help too. So we put our heads together and came up with a way that I could pitch and raise money at the same time. My mom helped me make a Facebook page so that I could get the word out about raising money. With my Zoe to Zoe Strikeout Cancer page, I was able to talk about my project and ask for pledges for each strikeout I threw for the remainder of that all-star season. At first, I just figured that my family and friends would be donating to the cause. But I quickly found out that I had people from all over the world wanting to help, from other states and even Israel. My local league pitched in by allowing me to hand out donation buckets to all 108 teams that participated in our All-Star tournament. By the end of that All-Star season, I had 53 strikeouts and was able to hand a $3,000 check to Zoe and her family. And all because we lost that one game on Sunday morning. When I think back to that day, had we won, we would have played in the semifinals and maybe in the championships. I would have never gone to watch my friends play and see that flyer. I would have not known my now best friend, Zoe Feldman, or Little Z as I call her, who is cancer-free, by the way, and now 5. And I would for sure... And I would for sure not be here standing in front of you speaking about my Helping Hands project. But here I am, speaking in front of a lot of people. For the remainder of that summer, I spent a lot of time with little Zoe while she was in and out of her chemo treatments and eventually the operation that removed her cancer. That time we spent together was extremely helpful to her and her family because it kept little Z occupied and as happy as she could be, and it taught me a valuable lesson in life. That no matter how hard I think life is for me, there's always someone that deals with something far worse. It also taught me that there was more to helping than just raising and giving money. From that point on, I started Zoe to Zoe Helping Hands project. Just as I had been inspired to help little Z, I wanted to find a way to inspire other kids my age and to remind them that there is something more than just winning a game, looking at the latest gossip on Instagram, or wishing for the newest iPhone. Yeah, I wished for the newest iPhone, so I did that. Helping Hands teaches us that one simple act of kindness and caring can literally change a person's life. Helping Hands is quite a simple idea, really. You can work as a team or do something on your own. It doesn't have to be a major project or something that involves a lot of planning. It's all about looking around your own community or neighborhood and even your own family and saying, I want to help. One of my teams decorated lunch bags and made sack lunches for a local homeless shelter. Another one of my teams made cards for armed forces stationed overseas. 8 local colleges in the SCIAC had a weekend dedicated to striking out cancer and raised several $1,000s during their games. You can organize a food or toy drive for the holidays, make baked goods for seniors at a retirement home, go to a neighbor's home and help them with their yard work, or even collect used softball and baseball equipment and donate them to kids who don't have a way to buy for themselves. The idea is to find something simple that is meaningful to you and your team and just do it. When you give back to the community, the reward is knowing that you can make a difference in someone else's life. So my challenge to all of you players is to come together as a team and find something or someone you can help. When you are warming up for your next game or resting between games during this tournament, talk it over with your teammates and come up with ideas. No matter what you decide to do, it will be appreciated so much by those you are helping. And when you do come up with ideas, please share them on my Facebook page, Zoe to Zoe Helping Hands Project. I did say keep your nose out of technology, but in this case, put your nose out of technology. My other challenge to you is to have fun this weekend with your games. Remember, softball is a game. Play hard, but have fun. Win or lose, the best part is that we are lucky enough in our lives to be able to play this great game. But when you play, think about those who aren't as lucky. In the game of softball, you win some, you lose some. But in the game of life, if you help and care about someone else, you always win. Good luck, have fun, and let's have a great tournament.
I found the check. Wow. Get rid of something like that. Not even a chance that's going to be able to read it. So, moving on. What I'd like to do now is introduce my staff. Starting down the line, my